Okay, y'all. So, um, hold on. Okay, cause um, hold on, cause I gotta turn on this. Damn it, I gotta turn this light on, cause it's not gonna work. I'm looking crazy, y'all. So, hello, YouTube friends. So I know I'm looking crazy, but this is like do or die. My son is going through a lot right now. Me and my son is going through a lot right now, and I really don't like talking about this, but they're trying to kill my son. It's Donald Trump. They have the army against us or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up my all my papers that my investigator Amy Holm gave me because they said I can share them with anybody. So I'm going to share them with the world, but I got to be able to get ready to get a lot of backlash or whatever because once I share them, it's going to go viral. And I know that it is. It is nothing that's going to stop it from going viral because they're trying to kill my son. And not because only they're trying to kill my son, is that when you guys get these documents and you guys see that how this is really serious, how in depth this is really that serious about how they're using new weapons on us, and like how they've been having the army after us. Like the army has been out in the public and has been after us. Okay, our army is not fighting for us. Our army is to fight. The fight is to human traffic us. And that's what the fight is all about. That's all it is they just want to human traffic us, rape us, kill us, and take our kids. And so this is exactly where we're going. I mean, we have no control right now because Donald Trump just put four of the top technocrats in a position in the highest officer positions in the army, which they said that a lot of people on Twitter X is saying that it took their parents like 19, 20 years to get to those positions, and they just gave it to them without any type of military um, recruitment, any type of not recruitment, any type of military training or whatever. And so right now they're trying to kill my son with these new weapons, these 5G direct energy weapons. Is choking my son, is making his heart stop. This is why we're homeless. Is because the military's been chasing us around and they're recruiting people that is not even in the military. Like these people are like just average people, and some of them are veterans and stuff like that. That's chasing us down or whatever. But the media has been after me and my son. So I'm gonna post up the Do Weapons police report, and they were saying that my son's name is in Lakeland, Florida, the Air Force Base, and they said that my name, both of our names, is in NATO, and my name is in Raytheon. It's like a SpaceX type of deal. It's like a NASA type of contractor or whatever. And then also, the government personnel us out into a medical experiment. So we're being medically experimented on. Somebody in Congress personnel has done this, and it's been passed down from president to president to president. Um, this is what's going on. They put me in this program when I was 2 years old, and they use weapons on you, and they say, "Oh, she's crazy that she's not hearing these things." But I mean, she's hearing these things. Um, they putting tools in your ear. They're hitting your stomach, hitting your eyeballs, frying your legs, blowing you up. Um, they call around and they defame your character, they defame your name, they tell your job you're a terrorist. They put me and my son up under a terrorist act, 702 FISA Foreign Intelligence. Um, we He's been in it all his life. It's a human trafficking system. Just needless to say that the United States of America, that White House, is trafficking people, and our names have been compromised in this system. And they try. Yeah, they're snapping my son's hands right now, and he wanted me to do this video because he's over there. He'll come over here in a minute, and so he can tell his part of the story or whatever. And they're trying to paralyze him or whatever. In the report that I got back from the investigator, Amy Holm, she's in Las Vegas. She's a forensics investigator, so you guys can look her up, and she deals with um, forensics basically like this, where she can tell that when people is on your IP, where these weapons are coming from. And so there's 280 cell towers around me. These are not cell towers. These are military weapons. Okay, these are 5G direct energy weapons, and this is very dangerous for our environment, and it's just dangerous period, because people are buying this shit. They said that people are buying this shit to intentionally hit me and my son with these direct energy weapons. So we have the helicopters over here harassing us. They have our data. Our data has been compromised in our phone, so we have very little data. My son has barely any data. And so the helicopters is hitting us when they go by. The planes is hitting us when we go by. I mean, when they go by, they fly over us or whatever. So, hello. Hi, you guys. Thank you for joining. Um, Hello, Cobb and Elia. Hello, how are you guys? I'm talking about what we need to talk about, the subject on what's going on in the United States of America. Our government are terrorists right now. And unfortunately, um, we have been going through a lot with this government, and it's a secret program. It's a silent killer program, and nobody wants to admit to it. Um, it says, welcome to chat live. Okay. So nobody wants to really, deal with this. It's called the targeted individuals. So y'all can look that up, because it's about 3 million of us that's been compromised in this program. And some has been in this program longer than others. But right now, my son they're hitting him with these weapons, and he's not feeling good right now because they've been hitting him a lot with these weapons. And um, they have been letting people just buy these weapons to like activate them off of the cell towers. And so they're like special weapons. I can show you guys or whatever if y'all want to see. Um, I have the report right here. I'm gonna let you guys see. Yeah, it's crazy. So they're trying to kill us, and so I've been doing my videos on um, Facebook, but they have been trying to defame my character. So people don't believe us or whatever. So they have, my family, some of them have turned against me. So I put it on Facebook just in case anything happened to me, that they can see what was going on Facebook. But, Mark Zuckerberg got my page shut down. Like I said, I don't barely have any data. And so this is the Do Weapons. It says Direct Energy Weapons Police right here. And I'm going to show you guys. It says, it has been prepared by the Do Police, Direct Energy Weapons Police, because they're the ones that make these weapons. And like when they have catastrophes or whatever, however you say it, um, like let's say for instance, like they have the hurricanes and stuff like that. That stuff is all made up. Those are Do weapons. And like when they have hurricanes or whatever, the hurricanes, those are, most of them are made up. However, so what happened was we were in Oregon, and we had all these helicopters, drones, planes. They were doing a pilot program, the police. So I was like, wait a minute. I kept calling in to the FAA, and I was like, what's going on? Like, we came outside, and I mean, we had like, all these satellites over us. I mean, it's crazy. We got like satellite trackers on our heads or whatever, from these companies, and they're like frying us or whatever. So I complained, and I kept calling the ACLU. I'm like, we have like all these planes, drones. you know, police sitting outside of our house. Like, what's going on? I called the FAA. I called the head FBI agent that was over Oregon. That was, I met with him. He said I was lying. I wasn't telling the truth. I'm gonna show you guys this paper in a minute. So then, the drones, people was putting on the ring. We had the ring, and they was putting on the notifications. These people is flying over our house. They're flying real close. I mean, it sounded like it was like earthquakes and stuff. So I started calling the ACLU. Finally, after a whole year, almost 2 years, I finally got to do my testimony with the ACLU, because about 12,000 people called in, but they were targeting brown, black and brown communities, but they were also targeting people that they wanted to target. So I do have the case going with the ACLU, but I also have been put up under 702 FISA, foreign intelligence. So here it is right here. Let me see let me see. This is my son's. Here it is. It's called the Havana syndrome. They know that it's not coming from Cuba. It's within the United States, but they put my name in NATO, so anybody really can buy these weapons and hit us or whatever. Let me see. So here it is, the summary by Amy's audio. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little nervous because I don't ever get anybody to really sit in here and like listen. So if you guys can see this, I don't know if y'all can screenshot it or whatever, but there you go. Because I'll be stumbling over my words. It says Rashawn, and that's my son's first name, is a victim by authorization of Congress with the use of government experimental line NATO signal energy weapon 2. It says was identified is not being used on Rashawn, but is with the same connection and network as government personnel. This is the government personnel right out of the dude was called, and it is in Lakeland, Florida. Some systems has been identified for RW. I'm just gonna say his name. Were called the Predator Hunter Hydro Analysis Kit with their Hydrotech lighting bolt aerial unit. There were 2 colors of lasers, and that were identified as well as, which is blue and yellow. And see, my son would always tell me, Mom, I could tell what he would always tell me when we was in Oregon, lasers they had on him, trying to find them and just trying to hit them with these lasers. So it says blue has a short wavelength for laser weapon system, and yellow is used for medical purposes. There is medical equipment that is being used on RW that studies nanotech biostate equipment and monitors their heart using radio equipment. And so this is where I'm not going to read this whole thing, but the U.S. government experimental line do admit they're trying to kill the victims, RW. Then they got some quotes on there or whatever. It says the U.S. government is trying to kill RW with attacks to his body. This is what my forensic science investigator said, because she used to be in the military and they did the same thing to her. It says trying to strike his head around his heart and through his nipples or whatever. And they called the machine ice cream radio, and you can buy it or whatever, which is fucked up. And and it says that the unit that my son is in is a representation of trafficking operations. So they have always been trying to kill my son, always. Okay, so they're trying to kill me too, but this is Donald Trump, because from all of my tribes that I'm from or whatever, which it just, it probably doesn't make sense or whatever, but all the tribes that I'm from, Donald Trump has closed all those countries down so nobody can come out. And then he's trying to get them to not let us in so we can be here, stuck here, because we're leaving the United States of America and we're not staying here because they put us in Palantir and Enter is the basically is Epstein, Epstein or whatever. It's his app. He paid the people to make the app, and they're finishing the job, and they're going to put all of our names, American names, in there, and whoever else is here, and they're going to put your artificial intelligence. And they already did this. They already know where they're following me and my son. They tracking me and my son. They hitting us with weapons. Um, just now I had to get up and go across and get the security because they was hitting us with the weapons on their car. These vehicles have weapons. The Teslas have weapons. Motorcycles have weapons. They put the weapons on the school buses. They put this, the weapons are pretty much everywhere. And like when you go in the stores, they have like sirens going off because they can see your artificial intelligence or whatever. And like those loud cars, they have the weapons on them. They can hit you real hard and you'll never know. So they basically have us on a GPS. They know where we are 24/7. But we're up under the biggest investigation in history. This is one of the biggest investigations in history. And because of this, most people that get caught up in the targeted individual program, we're mostly, I would say, people turned us in, like our family members or whatever, for monetary reasons because people want to make money off of people. And so, you know, it's just a slow kill or whatever. And they're really trying to take my son out. And I just had to get on here because and tell you guys that the government is really trying to kill my son. And they had put us in this hotel. Well, we had put our own self in this hotel, but when they put us in the hotel, they put us by Trump Towers. And Trump Towers was facing our window, and I could just see my son all night fighting for his life. And, you know, he was laying in the bed next to me, and I was basically, they put me into heavily, in a heavy comatose. You know what I mean? I was like heavily sedated, and I was really tired. We just on top of that, and like right now, my son is fighting for his life. You know, we can't do anything, and they know that we can't do anything about it. But if my son die up under this administration, Trump did it because he put us all under this genocide. You know, he put us up under genocide or whatever, and people don't know it. You guys are, oh yeah, we finna, you know, go out there and fight or whatever, and go out there and riot. Don't go out there and riot because they hitting people with these weapons. These are silent weapons that you will never see. They coming from cell towers. It's microwave radiation, and once they get you your artificial intelligence, they're gonna chase you, they're gonna kill you, they're gonna hit you and your family. They even burning the babies. They was even burning my grandbaby or whatever with these tools all over her face, and we didn't know what it was, and now we know exactly what it is. And so y'all think that, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but we all need to really just stick together, you know. And it's pretty scary because people don't want to stick together. If they find out that you up under this fucking fire, they're not fucking with you, period. They are not. They do not want to mess with you if you up under this fire. And I do not blame them because I wouldn't want nobody chasing me around with no fire. But up under these weapons, it can cause Asperger's. They said that they're going to move me to the Asperger's unit. And they can make you slow. It can make you blind. It can, you know, sterilize you from not having, you know, children. It can do a lot. You picked up, and it's been a lot of us trying to fight to get out of this program. Like they was on the terrorist watch list, up under the quiet skies. Like the people, like airlines, they try to kill us in the airplane. I have to call and complain about the pilot. Like they are doing some real. The United States of America doing some real dirt right now. Like I said, we've been having the army after us. They have been flooding the United States with military money from the Pentagon, the police, the law enforcement. They have my case. They're on me. The fire department, they have me up under the broadcasting system. Like, I mean, I can show you guys or whatever, but like I said, the United States of America, this is going to be real communism if we don't get up and fight back. So black people How we got to fight is on paper. We can't go out there no more and fight. The weapons, it's going to be bloody murder if we go out there. But I've been fighting on paper. And so the ACLU came through and was like, this is hurting people of color because they target people of color with this. But because it's going to be a surveillance police state if we don't fight back, we're surveillance everywhere. Like the police is looking right now. They're probably looking. It's probably you guys in my home right now. They're looking through we're looking, and they're raping us with these tools too. They're like in private with it. You know what I'm saying? They're like having fun. They putting their kids in it, and they gonna be labeled as terrorists. And I just want y'all to know, y'all kids is gonna be labeled as terrorists, and it's conspiracy to murder. Like I just watched the video, and this man did this video in 2020. He said that this is a conspiracy to murder, and you guys is going to get charged for attempted murder. Period. 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 And so this is not no channel or anything like that right now. I don't have my business no more. I don't have anything no more. I don't have anything anymore. I have a car. They made me homeless behind this shit. They ran up in all my jobs, told everybody that I was a terrorist. Nobody wanted to fuck with me. This is how they scare you off because you don't know what's going on. And then they have everybody in your community harass you out of your apartment. They had the Venezuelans harassing us. They had the Hispanic people harassing us, following us through the neighborhood, throwing stuff at my door, calling me and my son niggers, putting glass by my door, breaking in my apartment. I mean, we have been targeted, and I'm just going to start loading my videos up here because I have a whole bunch of videos or whatever, but I didn't really want to mess my hair page up like this but this is the only way that I can really reach out because I've been having this page probably since like 2011, and I've been having it for a long time, so it let me get on my other pages. It won't let me just, stream or whatever. So I really hate to use my channel for this, but I'm a broke hairstylist right now, and I'm looking for work right now, and me and my son has been homeless behind this shit for a whole year. One whole year, okay? And we're not gonna be homeless for forever. We feel like it's over, but it's just like you got the war going on right now. You got Trump over there bullying everybody, closing the borders on everybody. He just shut the whole Africa down basically, and because he can't make no more money off of them. That's all it is. And so he's just mad, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been getting all this money off of all of us, all these stocks and bonds, and he's been getting all this money off of us blacks or whatever. And whoever else, Hispanic people too. I don't know. That's probably why he wants you guys to stay over there, because he want to make money off of you guys. That's just it, And so this is communism at its best right now. And I'm not trying to live up under this shit, and I'm not trying to die up under this shit, but I'll be on here every day if I have to get my point across. So you guys share this, because right now my son said that these white men and these white women and these blacks Marxists, they've been hitting with these weapons. They do break or whatever, but he's been getting hit. And just like these people, no, these people are guarding the internet. These people have weapons through the internet. I've watched straight YouTube videos with live news, with live, where they have taken Zuckerberg to court. They have taken a lot of these technocrats to court about them using these weapons on people. So if you ever open up your app and you get on there and you feel like you got pain, or somebody hit you through, they can hit you. As long as they on your data, they can hit you. They on your IP, they can hit you straight through. They can see you, they can hit you, they can do whatever it is they want to do. They can follow you. This is the thing. We are finna get raped. We're finna get killed. Okay? This is finna be a communism country. They want it to be one world. That's why they over there fighting with Israel. And if Israel win and we get behind Israel, it's gonna be hell. because you guys are sitting up there talking about, well, I'm in the treaty and all that, and ain't it. I got mines. Okay, you gonna have yours all right when you sitting in the constant cabin with the rest of us, because that's where we gonna be at. And they raping and stealing our kids. Why is 400,000 kids missing? Why? Tell me why 400,000. Where these kids went when Trump left his last administration? Those kids left, and we don't know where them kids went. And now all these kids is coming up missing in Washington D.C. Okay, our White House is straight killers, and our White House is trafficking our children. Okay, 8 girls came up missing. One of the actors slash models, she got up there, and I think she lived in DC, her and her husband, and she was talking about it, like why they're not covering this. They have not been covering missing children for a very long time. So we find out that my son is in a trafficking unit. And for one, they want him to join the army, because if he joins the army, he can go over to his tribes and steal. And he's not, he don't even, African people don't even know him. Africa don't even know him. Why he go over there? Y'all been stealing from them for forever. And they don't even have anything still. The natural resources, they need to have all the natural resources to pay the people and to pay the workers so they can utilize their natural resources. But every time somebody go over there, they're stealing every single time. So yes, please segregate us, because you know what? Me and my son is out of here, the United States of America. Okay, we are out of here. Out of here. You guys are going to let us go. We are not staying here. Okay, I'm not. Oh shoot, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go get my clothes. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna come back. But I just have to. They're trying to kill my son, y'all. I'm not gonna have him coming out of here in a dead body. We're in a homeless shelter slash hotel. I'm not gonna have my son come out of here in a body bag, because if he dies and if I die, Trump did it, because it's the government personnel that put us up under this experimental medical program or project. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to call Andrea Salinas, because she's on the board of the technocrats up on where Elon is, and he's the main one that is running all the tech business now out of the White House. So he knows exactly what's going on. Okay, I hate to beg for money, whatever, but my Cash App is up there, S2 Flashy Media, whatever, S2 Flashy Media, number 2. All right, peace. All right, you guys, I'm leaving. I'll come back. I gotta go get my clothes, though. I don't even know, how do I close out of this? Like, I don't want to have done all of this for nothing. How do I close, y'all? Okay, wait a minute. How do I close out? Let's see. Do I do it like that? Okay.